Good morning. It's another day in southern Colorado, and it's a little overcast today, a little muggy because it's supposed to get some rain. So I thought I'd make a dish that would be good for today. And let me go through some ingredients that we got. First of all, we got flour, olive oil, salt and pepper, oregano, fresh parsley, fresh garlic, sliced baby bell mushrooms, San Marzano whole tomatoes that when you get them, you got to crush them by hand to really get them good, but they're delicious. And 2 steaks. And if you're wondering what we're making steak a pizzaiola. This is a great steak dish, and I'm sure you're gonna like it. So stay tuned. These 2 steaks, these are ribeye steaks that I cut myself, and we already put salt and pepper on them. And now we're going to flour them. Like I said, these are the ribeyes that we cut, and I'm going to end up doing a video on that. We buy a standing rib roast, and I butcher these myself. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to dust the meat with some flour, because number one, what it does is it locks all the juices in, but also makes a nice crust. Okay, so we'll just spread that out just like that. Okay, and like I said, we seasoned these earlier. I don't know, must be the weather today. I'm running in low gear for some reason. Okay, so we always dust with flour, spread that around. Okay. Now the pot that I'm cooking this in is cast iron, okay? And we're going to put some olive oil in there to cook the steaks. As with most of these recipes, they're really pretty easy to do. Not very hard. But we got to get nice color on the steaks, and then we take them out. So we'll let this get nice and hot. And what's good about the cast iron is cast iron really controls the heat well. So it's kind of a good thing. So we shake off the excess flour and put these in just like that. This is going to be really, really good. Now we're adding some color to the meat, and I like hearing the noise in the pan. You know, this is not a big buck operation. I don't have a $100,000 kitchen, just plain old simple food. I learned to cook in the Bronx, New York, and I ended up in a very rural part of Colorado, and yeah, it's interesting living here. I mean, like at night, we got this owl, and all she does is screech and carry on. So all kinds of critters. We got mountain lions, we got bears, we got a lot of fox, songbirds. You name it, we got it. So I'm letting this meat cook in the olive oil, olio di oliva, to get a little color. Once we get the color on the meat, then we take it out and we go to the next step. You always want to check it. It won't be fully cooked until it's in the sauce. And once again, we already seasoned this with salt and pepper. So, I'm going to show you what we got here. We got a little color on the meat, and the pot is still hot. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit more olive oil. Just a little dab will do you. Okay? And all these little bits on the bottom, we're going to try to scrape off. Alright, so we put a little more olive oil in the pan. Now here's an ingredient that I forgot to mention before. And I'm going to turn the gas down way down low. And I'm going to put probably, that much. That's about a cup. Okay, of white wine in there. Because that's going to help deglaze the pan. All these, that gives a good taste. You can scrape all the all these little bits. You always want to scrape them off. That's a lot of flavor. I'm going to add that to the sauce. If anybody out there is worried about alcohol, it all burns off. There we go. Okay. Next, we got the mushrooms. I'm going to throw them right in there. Just like that. And let's sweat these mushrooms down till they get nice and tender. Okay, now we got the mushrooms boiling away in here. The pan deglazed fabulously. And now we add the garlic. Okay, now the reason why we don't put it in earlier is I don't want the garlic to burn. Okay, but I do like big chunks of it. Now this is me. Okay, I don't mind eating chunks of garlic. It's not that big a deal to me. I like it. Okay, like one of my favorite things is those olives that are stuffed with garlic. Oh, those are great. Could eat them like candy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I turn the gas off for a minute. And what we're going to do is pour in the tomatoes. And the reason being is that keep the spatter down to a minimum. Okay? Don't want to make a mess. Although I always do. Okay. Turn the gas back on. These San Marzano tomatoes, can't beat them. They're incredible. They're awesome. So now I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Now some of the other channels out there, they add a lot of salt to their food. I add a little, but if you're on a low sodium diet or something like that, you don't have to add any at all. This is very flavorful the way it is. Okay, And we give it a turn. This is going to be a very, very good sauce, if I do say so myself. And I always do. Very, very nice. And one more thing we're going to add is I use about, a teaspoon and a half for now of oregano. I might add the other half a teaspoon, which I think I'll do. So about 2 teaspoons of oregano. And that's really, oregano is a very strong spice, and we grow it in our garden. And the other day I just finished the drip system, so pretty soon we're going to have a video with that, which is pretty cool. So if you want to water the garden, you push one button and boom, there it is. Alright, so now I let this cook down for a little while. So this has been cooking for about, maybe about 10 minutes. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to put the steaks back in, and I always make sure I cover them in the sauce. This is going to be a very, very good sauce. Like I said, if I do say so myself, I love making sauces. Should have been a saucier. Actually, in 1995, before I went into the technology business, I came this close to going to the CIA, and that's the Culinary Institute in upstate New York, to become a chef. And I really didn't want to, but here we are, right? Okay, so I let this cook for about 30 minutes because I want the meat to get really, really tender. Like I said, there's, I don't know, about 1,000 recipes on YouTube for steak at Pizzaiola. This is my way. So we'll bring you back in about 30 minutes. All right, it's been about 25 minutes. We've let this cook down, and it's looking awesome. Okay, it's really, really going to be nice. This meat is going to be fork tender by the time we're done with it. So, what I'm going to do is take a little bit of parsley, fresh chopped parsley, and put it in there. You always put this in at the end. Okay? And like I said, this has been cooking for a while now, and I guess now it's time to plate. So here we go. Well, folks, here you go. There you have it. Steak a Pizzaiola. Okay, and we're going to have this with a little white wine. Now this wine here, we make all our wines here at home, and we name them all after pets we've owned. So, in the name of Fritz, salud. Fritz was a pet dachshund I used to have. He was a great dog. So, now comes the moment of truth. We're going to take a piece of steak, and I'm going to, let's taste a couple of these mushrooms because I like mushrooms. Excellent. And the steak is practically fork tender. Very good. So good. We have another piece. Very good. Can't talk with my mouth full. Unless I was a ventriloquist, which I'm not. In any case, hope you liked the video. I hope you'll make this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and leave comments. I mean, these all help the channel. I'm trying to get this channel off the ground, so it's greatly appreciated. So, have a great day, enjoy your life, and we'll see you next time. Take care.